You know, I really should have folded up the tarps when the sun was out. Right now it's like folding wood. It's a pain in the ass. Doesn't help that it's 32 degrees out. Good morning. It's 6:30. It's about 32 degrees out. Got a lot of chores today. Need to winterize everything. Winterize the ponds and go through all the garden stuff. Pond needs to be winterized. Start a little fire. You know, I really should have folded up the tarps when the sun was out. Right now it's like folding wood. It's a pain in the ass. Doesn't help that it's 32 degrees out. Now I'm hoping I have enough water in here. This valve here feeds the pond. All right, we got water. Let's open that up. Let's see what we get. All right, we got some water. What I'll do now is I'll probably leave this run unless the temp gets down to like 27, 28 degrees. Then I'll turn off the filters, turn off all the pumps, maybe leave a little aerator or a pump in there to break surface tension so ice don't form. And I'll take the tops of them off, turn the buckets upside down, and lay the filters to the side, and that's it. The reason I put the hose back in is it leaks slightly, so I'd rather have it go back in the pond than to drain the pond. See how much water we get out of that. Let's see how we did with the fill. Wow. Looking good. Got a complete fill out of that. Still got a lot to do. It's going to be a mishmash of running around doing different things. I'm going to be doing a little this, a little that. So I'm not that crazy. It's just the way things are, especially in this yard. Have to winterize this. This is my overflow that runs the back of the playhouse. And I usually do a bypass. I'll take this out, let it drain into the yard. Wow, I gotta clean that out, what a mess. I'll clean that out. Transfer pump. Clean all that up, winterize that, take that in the house, open this up, drain that. Let's do the water tank, the 165. We'll winterize that for the year. The transfer pump is wired in. I should have made a quick connect on it. However, I didn't. So I'll squirt some WD-40 in there and leave it out here covered. Let that drain down in there. Let's see what I got going on in the front yard. Okay, let's finish winterizing the pond. It's still getting flowers. See if we can get some seeds off this coleus. This is my veggie filter. The water pumps up through here, comes up through the bottom through a whole bunch of bio and mechanical filtration pads. And then on the top here, I put a bunch of wicking pots. This feed here is from the koi pond barrel, the rain barrel. It gives it a constant supply of water. That will get tucked back here. Meanwhile, we will get our cover. What I do with this here is I take the top off and, oh, that's cold. And it creates surface tension so the water don't freeze. And that'll run all winter. Everything else is off. Well, except the skimmer. If it gets really, really cold, I'll turn the skimmer off, because that'll freeze solid. It makes it easier. I just unplug that one thing. That's all the winter stuff. Everything else stays on, the lights, that filter, and this filter down here, the submersible filter. I have to redo that. I don't like this. Pond is pretty much done till spring. In the spring I'll redo all the filters, get everything going again. Let's finish this holding tank. Look at all that crap. Look at that. I can let that go till the spring. This is my air blowout tool. I would put that on there and blow it out. I don't do that anymore. I don't know if it needs it or not. So if I do get run off of the deck, it will hopefully run on this side of the patio. Okay, this is a good shot of WD-40. Everything's open. The tank is draining. That tank is done. Work on the other rain barrel. This rain barrel feeds the koi pond. Set on a timer, it goes off for like an hour or 2 hours every 24 hours or something. And this is an overflow. This goes behind that bed. And we're empty, which is good. Leave that valve open. This will be cleaned out in the spring. And this here is the winter bypass. Usually fills up with this. This is all the roof and stones from up there. Loosen that up a little bit. I just connect that. I should put a valve in there. I was afraid it would clog. That's that. Hopefully that cap stays. And that bypass runs under here, along here, and it drains right back here. Let's do the rest of the irrigation. The drip lines, the timers, etc. Take care of them now. Alright, let's do this irrigation. I have this 2-zone timer. This timer actually goes off once a day, 6 a.m. for 1 or 2 minutes. This fills the backyard pond, tops it off. I mean, I do get water from that gutter that feeds the pond, but sometimes it ain't enough, so that's where this comes in, and top it off. The second station feeds my 1/2-inch line that is buried down there. So let's disassemble this. That 1/2-inch line feeds everything. Feeds the whole entire yard. Drain these hoses. You get any dirt in here, it's all going to clog everything up. So we'll do the best we can to keep that from happening. This will go in the house. I'll take the batteries out, I'll clean the filter, and then I'll be ready for next year. There. Okay, next up is, this is the low point. One day I'm going to put a valve in there. Yeah, look at all that water coming out. Can you see that? I'll drain that a little bit and then I'll come back and cap that off. This spring I actually forgot about this and turned the water on and was wondering why I wasn't getting pressure anywhere. Should always do your propane too. For some reason you get spiders that go in there. I don't know, they love the smell or what. They get in there and they mess it up and it never works right again. I have such high city water pressure that I have 2 pressure regulators on this valve. All these will have to be cleaned. And the batteries will have to come out. These filters look pretty good. This has to be cleaned, I know that. Look at that. Let's take care of that now. Look at this.